blackmailed into cheating, and I am not sure what to tell my partner. In the shadowy corners of our lives, the past often lurks, waiting to ensnare us in its tangled web. My name is Jordan, and this is my confession. An account of manipulation, regret, and the desperate struggle to salvage a love I fear I may have lost. I had always believed that honesty and transparency were the foundations of any healthy relationship. As a polyamorous individual, I prided myself on maintaining open and honest communication with my partners. But my past has a way of creeping back into my present, bringing chaos and heartache with it. 2 years ago, I was in a toxic relationship with my ex, Sarah. She was manipulative, abusive, and used me for money. Our relationship was a tumultuous 2-year roller coaster, and when it finally ended, I felt a strange mix of relief and fear. Just a week after our breakup, I received a package from her, a box filled with ropes, knives, and other items associated with self-harm and suicide. I didn't know if it was a sick joke, a cry for help, or an attempt to manipulate me further. I tried to put it out of my mind and focus on healing. During that time, I was also in a relationship with Alex, my current partner. Alex and I were deeply in love, and our bond was built on mutual trust and respect. We both agreed to a polyamorous relationship, and everything seemed perfect. Alex knew about Sarah and the abuse I endured, but I never shared the full extent of the emotional scars she left behind. Today, my world was turned upside down. Out of the blue, Sarah contacted me, saying she wanted to make amends and be friends again. Against my better judgment, I agreed. I thought perhaps she had changed, that maybe she genuinely wanted to make things right. I was wrong. When I arrived at her apartment, the air was thick with tension. She led me to her bedroom, and before I could even sit down, she started revealing one of my deepest secrets. A secret that, if exposed, could destroy my relationship with Alex. She looked at me with cold, calculating eyes and said she would keep my secret safe if I had sex with her. I felt trapped, like a fly caught in a spider's web. My mind raced, trying to find a way out. But the fear of losing Alex overwhelmed me. I made a decision I instantly regretted and gave in to Sarah's demands. As I drove home, guilt and shame washed over me. How could I have been so weak? How could I have betrayed Alex, the one person who had stood by me through everything? My hands trembled on the steering wheel, and my heart pounded in my chest. I knew I had to tell Alex the truth, but the thought of seeing the hurt and disappointment in their eyes was unbearable. When I walked through the front door, Alex was sitting on the couch, engrossed in a book. They looked up and smiled, their eyes lighting up with love and warmth. It felt like a punch to the gut. "Hey, how was your day?" Alex asked, setting the book aside. I forced a smile, trying to keep my voice steady. "It was okay. We need to talk, though." Alex's expression shifted to one of concern. "What's wrong?" Taking a deep breath, I sat down beside them. "Do you remember Sarah?" Alex nodded, their face clouding with worry. "What about her?" "She contacted me today, said she wanted to make up and be friends again." I began, my voice shaking. "I went over to her place, and things got really complicated." Alex's eyes widened. "What happened, Jordan?" She blackmailed me," I admitted, tears welling up in my eyes. "She threatened to reveal one of my deepest secrets if I didn't have sex with her." There was a long, agonizing silence. Alex's face went pale, and they looked at me with a mix of shock and betrayal. "You slept with her?" "I didn't know what to do," I said, my voice breaking. "I was scared of losing you, of what she might do." "I'm so sorry, Alex. I should have been stronger. I should have told you right away." Alex stood up, pacing the room. "I can't believe this. After everything we've been through, after everything you've told me about her, how could you?" I know, I sobbed, burying my face in my hands. "I was weak, and I made a terrible mistake. But please believe me when I say I love you. I don't want to lose you." Alex stopped pacing and looked at me, their eyes filled with tears. "I need some time to process this, Jordan. I can't just forgive and forget. You've hurt me deeply." The days that followed were a blur of pain and regret. Alex and I barely spoke, and when we did, it was strained and awkward. I spent most of my time replaying that fateful day in my mind, wishing I could go back and make a different choice. The weight of my actions pressed down on me, suffocating and relentless. One evening, about a week later, Alex approached me with a determined look on their face. "We need to talk," they said, their voice firm but not unkind. I nodded, my heart racing. "Okay. I've been thinking a lot about what happened," Alex began, sitting down across from me. "And while I can't just erase the hurt, I also can't ignore the fact that you were manipulated and abused by Sarah. I need to understand why you didn't feel like you could come to me first." "I was scared," I admitted. "Scared of losing you, scared of what she might do. I didn't think clearly, and I made a terrible mistake. But I want to make it right. I want to rebuild your trust in me." Alex sighed, running a hand through their hair. "It's going to take time, Jordan. Trust is something that has to be earned back, and it's not going to be easy. But I'm willing to try if you are." Tears of relief filled my eyes. "I am, Alex. I am. I'll do whatever it takes to make things right." We began the long, arduous journey of rebuilding our relationship. It wasn't easy. The specter of Sarah's manipulation hung over us like a dark cloud, but we faced it together, one day at a time. We attended therapy sessions, both individually and as a couple, to address the deep-seated issues and trauma that had led to the betrayal. Through these sessions, I learned to confront my past and the hold it had over me. I had to understand why I had allowed Sarah to manipulate me, and more importantly, how to ensure it never happened again. Alex, too, had to work through their feelings of betrayal and hurt, learning to trust me once more. There were setbacks, moments of doubt and anger, but we persevered. Slowly, the cracks in our relationship began to heal, and a new, stronger foundation emerged. Alex and I rediscovered the love that had brought us together in the first place, and we built upon it with renewed commitment and honesty. Months passed, and life began to regain a sense of normalcy. Alex and I grew closer, our bond strengthened by the trials we had endured. I learned the importance of vulnerability and the power of trust. No longer did I carry the weight of my past alone. I had a partner who shared the burden with me. One day, as we sat together on the porch, watching the sunset, Alex took my hand. "We've come a long way, haven't we?" they said, a soft smile on their lips. "We have," I agreed, squeezing their hand gently. "And I'm grateful for every moment, even the hard ones. They've brought us here, to this place of understanding and love." Alex nodded, their eyes reflecting the warm hues of the setting sun. "I'm proud of us, Jordan. Proud that we didn't give up, that we fought for what we have." "Me too," I said, feeling a profound sense of peace. "Me too." As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the world in a gentle twilight, I realized that our love had weathered the storm. It had been tested by fire and emerged stronger, more resilient. The past no longer held us captive. It had become a testament to our strength and our commitment to each other. In the end, I learned that true love isn't about perfection. It's about facing the darkest parts of ourselves and our pasts and choosing to move forward together. It's about forgiveness, trust, and the unwavering belief that, no matter what, we are stronger together. And so, with the future spread out before us, Alex and I walked hand in hand, ready to face whatever came our way, secure in the knowledge that our love could withstand anything.